Does anyone know the rain dance? Anyone? But please? Oh, no? Alright then, I guess we're just gonna wait. Well, day 4 is gonna be a lot of waiting. Hello everybody, welcome to a new series. We are doing an automation challenge in SkyFactory, starting off day 0. As you can see, brand new world. And we're gonna see how much we can automate in 100 days. Now, I've played this mod pack before, but it's been a long time, and I thought, why not go back, return, and see if we can automate a bunch of things. So, we're going to get started here for those who haven't played Sky Factory before. And yeah, start with 100 days and see how far we can take it. Chop down, I think we're going to start by chopping down this tree. I think we also have, we have the ore excavator. Oh, let's go. Perfect. Okay, we got to hurry before the tree despawns. Let's go ahead and make a crafting station. I'm trying to speed run this, see how much we can do in 100 days. We probably need some sticks to make ourselves a crook. That'll get us a bunch of slabs. Not slabs, but slabs are just made. That'll get us a bunch of saplings. That's what we need. Okay, and with this wooden crook, if we use vein miner on it, on the saplings, I believe we get a ton of saplings. And if you just spam twerk a bunch, this should rapidly grow the tree. That acts as bone meal around here. Boom, look at that. And let's just get started on breaking some more trees. Now, I think what we're gonna want to do is, let's take a look at the achievement book real quick. Crook on leaves, check. Twerk a sapling in the tree, check. Next, we gotta make dirt by composting saplings. We need some barrels. Let's get a bunch of wood, and we gotta get a bunch more dirt. We gotta expand this tree farm. Okay, so we got more trees. We got a bunch more dirt. I'm just gonna keep going here. We're gonna need a lot more stuff if we wanna expand this base. First bit of automation is, I think cobblestone. I think cobblestone will probably be like the first thing we gotta do, because cobblestone we're gonna have to get from breaking down this dirt. Because I think that is what gets us pebbles, if I'm not mistaken. So we're gonna continue breaking down these trees. It's probably gonna be the most of day 1, day 2, and probably day 3. We just gotta keep farming a bunch of trees and see how quickly we can go. It's important, I think, to get a bunch of the crooks, because the crooks increase your chance at getting the saplings and the apples. Apples are definitely gonna be like the early food source. There's nothing else on this island. There is nothing. So we're literally starting from nothing here, and we're gonna build up. Quick life hack here: so you compress 4 of these wooden crooks, you get yourself a compressed crook, and that is just lasts so much longer. It does, I believe, the same exact thing, just much quicker, longer, because these things, the durability of these burn through so quickly. And when you're using vein miner, it's so much easier if you just have something that lasts a hell of a lot longer. And another little shortcut here is if you just connect all the trees together like this, one vein miner axe it, and you break the entire tree down. That's if your axe doesn't break halfway through, but you know, we got most of it. I think if we put this together with some oak, the achievement book, we get the achievement stand. We plop this down here. Aha! There we go. So make dirt by composting saplings, check. Infest leaves with the silkworm. I think that's how you get string. We got ourselves a silkworm here, so we're just gonna put these all over. This is probably gonna take a while, but if we just dump all these together, that should probably elevate the process. I think it's just gonna like make everything spread and be super contagious and ugly and infested. But you know what? We need that. We need the string for, I don't know, whatever reason. But we're gonna need the string. Alright, it looks like most of the silkworms have infested the trees, so I think if we use our crook here, we should be able to get a ton of string. Let's give this a try here with vein miner. Boom! Look at that. almost 4 stacks of string. I think if we go over here, that should, yep, that's the rest of the string, and I'm pretty sure all of it dropped over the edge. Fantastic. But we should now also be able to chop down most of these trees. I'm probably gonna break my axe, but let's give this a try here. This will be really cool if we can get it all in one shot. Well, most, oh, that is a massive tree. Okay, yeah, that's not happening. Okay, we're now able to make a bed, so we should be able to sleep through day number 1. Boom. On to day 2. Well, it shows day 1 now, but it's day 0, day 1, same thing. So, let's go ahead, roll up our sleeves, and back to chopping down trees. Alright, it's the sunny morning of day 2 here, and we've made some good progress. We got over a stack of dirt. That took a lot of trees. As you can see, a lot of wood came out of it, and we still have a lot of excess saplings. So what do we need next? We need, let's see, we want to collect cobblestone from small stones that drop from sifting dirt. So we need a sieve and a ton of string. Okay, we have the string, and we need sieve. Sieve. Requires a mesh. Okay, so we need slabs, oak, and string. Okay, we can do that. Let's get a ton more planks. Let's make ourselves some sieves. I think if we make 25, I think it is, we can get like a little 5x5 grid. Okay, 30 it is. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Okay, mesh, is it? No, mesh. String mesh, okay. Oh, these don't stack. That is really annoying. Okay, wait, we can do this. Wait, if we just do that. Oh, hold on a second. I think if let's break this chest here. This is a test here. Break this chest. And then I believe we should be able to access the chest. There we go. Okay, we can dump all of these here. Let's see. So 1, 2, 3. That is 6, 12. Math. There you go. It's 18, 19. Okay, 19. We're gonna need some more string here. Okay, let's see. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, that should be enough there. Let's go ahead and dump this like that, and let's get started. We need to extend our platform. Okay, take 2. Let's go ahead and just extend this platform and get this set up. Okay, so we have a little 5x5 grid here. Now I believe if we just hold down, yep, there we go. We can fill the whole thing in one shot. We get a lot of stone pebbles here and a lot of other seeds and stuff, which are going to be very useful for us for getting our setup started. Let's see here. We got a couple stacks of stone pebbles. Did we get any grass seeds? That's probably the big one that we need. 2 grass seeds. Okay, so this is how we're going to start a farm. We gotta get a bunch of barn animals, the big one being some cows. Cows would be really good to have early game. Now the next biggest issue is water. As you can see in the top right in the map, we are in a Mesa plateau. No water comes here. We need to get to a source of water. And I think if we go down here, yeah, we get a river here, and a little further down is an ocean. So I think we're gonna have to go down about 80 to 100 blocks to get some rain and collect that in a barrel, and that's how we're gonna get water. But for now, let's go ahead and get some of this stone and get started on the cobblestone generator. So we can cross off a few things. Craft a sieve and a string mesh, check. Rainwater, not so much. Cobblestone, check. Okay, so we're gonna need to craft a hammer. Let's see, we're gonna sift a lot of things here. Okay, so we want a cobblestone generator, and you can see cobblestone I can spell. First one, so we need lava, glass, cobblestone, and water. So we can get started on this. We have the cobblestone. The lava, I think, comes from the crucible, so we have to make a crucible. But the biggest challenge, in my opinion, is going to be the water, because right now we have no source of water and it hasn't rained. So we gotta venture out south that way, about 80 blocks. So let's go ahead and get that adventure started. Okay, so we were able to extend all the way out to a river, as you can see, and we put 6 barrels down. That should be more than enough. We only really need 2, is because that's all you need for an infinite water source. So hopefully, we'll check periodically, going back and forth, that it rains and we can fill up some water. But until then, we gotta go back to the excruciatingly fun task of mining trees and getting dirt. I'm having fun. Alright, day 4 here, and oh god, some zombies. That was not supposed to happen. That was not supposed to happen. Oh dear. Disaster is striking. I clearly made a mess over there. But day 4, and after a metric crap ton of trees and saplings being cut down and used the crook on, and a lot of dirt that was sieved, we have a grand total of a stack and 45 of cobblestone. This is gonna take forever, but we gotta hammer this down and sieve it out so we can get some materials. I think to get a clay crucible. That's how we're gonna get the lava. But also in the meantime, we gotta check on if it's rained or not. Gotta push that guy, the creeper, down, and no rain. Looks like we're gonna be here a while. But in the meantime, we're just gonna see if we can get as much materials as possible from the cobblestone that we're gonna hammer down. Okay, we placed down all this awesome cobblestone here. And I think if we hammer it down with our stone hammer, boom, all in one shot, we got gravel now. Now, gravel we can sieve down to get sand, and we can sieve that down again to get dust. But to get, I think we need a porcelain. I think so. We need to make a crucible. Unfired crucible comes from unfired porcelain, which comes from clay and bone meal. We have bone meal, but clay. How do we get clay? Clay is water and dust. Well, we don't have water. How do we get... We need a bucket. An unfired bucket. So, yeah, clay and... Yeah, so we just need basically it to rain. That's essentially what we're waiting on. Does anyone know the rain dance? Anyone? But please? Oh, no? Alright then, I guess we're just gonna wait. Well, day 4 is gonna be a lot of waiting, and... mining a lot of trees again, aren't we? We are like anti-tree farms. We're just destroying everything. That's the life of SkyFactory. You think you're building something, but no, you're just deforesting the sky. That makes a lot of sense. Sure, we'll go with that. Now, it is still not rained, so I read online, and apparently if you get an oak crucible, which is what I have here in front of me, and put saplings in it, it'll turn into liquid water, which is exactly what it looks like is happening here. So we are going to need a bucket for that. What kind of bucket can we make? Is there an early game bucket we can get here? It's like a wooden bucket? No. A oak bucket? No. I think we're just gonna need the regular old bucket. Now, I think if we sieve gravel, we should be able to get iron. So then we could make a regular bucket. So I'd be honest, I don't want to use early game iron on buckets, but you know, gotta do what we gotta do. Here we got nine iron chunks. Okay. I think we got flint, 15 iron ore pieces, which is enough for 1 bucket. We need 3, but I think we could get We could get, what do you call them? Porcelain ones after. So, well, yeah, once this is done, we should be able to get, hopefully, fingers crossed, a bucket, and that could be the start of an infinite water source. And then we can get porcelain, and then clay, and then rule the world. Yep, so it starts from a tree, then porcelain, then clay, then global domination. Yeah, that sounds about right. Day 5, baby. Day 5. Okay, it looks like this water is done. So if I were to pick it up and place it here, I think this is an infinite water source. Yes. So now, if I put the water in the barrel and then put the dust here, we get clay. And then I think if you break clay down and mix it with bone meal, I think you get porcelain, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, yes. Okay, so let's do this again. Let's get some water. Okay, I think we're gonna need another one. And then dust. Boom. Okay, so dust in, clay out, and then clay with bone meal. And I believe this should get us our unfired crucible. There you go. So we pop that into smelt. We should get a regular crucible. Now we don't need this oak one. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. I think we need... Oh no, we're gonna need more cobblestone, aren't we? Be back in 5. I spent the last, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes going on an adventure to get a bone from skeleton spawning over there to try to make another bucket. Also realize you make the bucket out of clay, not porcelain. It was only the crucible that needed freaking porcelain. That was the biggest waste of my time. So now, if I have this clay bucket, I can grab the lava. I should be able to now make... Oh, no, let me get the bucket of water here. If I go here, water, lava, cobblestone top and bottom, and glass. Why this no work? This should work. Does it have to be same type of bucket? Really? Really? Okay. Do I have any more clay? I don't, but that is really stupid. That makes no sense. I thought just bucket is bucket. Why would that make a difference? Okay, fine. Can't get my bucket back then. That can go there. Take that. Short intermission while I patch this. Get the unfired clay bucket and put some intermission elevator waiting music on, or watch me eat an apple. I don't know. And bucket. Okay, so now, that's the furnace. Water, lava, cobblestone bottom, then top, and glass. Boom! Cobblestone generator. Only holds 32 blocks. But this means if I plop this, I don't know, like right here, I should now be getting cobblestone. Yeah, there you go. How often does it generate? Makes 1 cobblestone block every 40 ticks. So, oh man, you go all the way to the top. 1 per tick. Okay, so now we should be getting cobblestones. And now we don't have to, like, we still need dirt, but we don't need it for cobblestone. So we don't need to continuously break a bunch of blocks, break a bunch of trees. So now we can focus on the next step, which is to automate that, because that is our goal, of course, to automate everything. And to do that, we want to be able to put the cobblestone directly into a chest. And you get that from, I believe, transfer nodes. Yeah, transfer nodes. So we need redstone. You get redstone from sieving dust. So basically, we gotta hammer down a crap ton of cobblestone. Literally a crap ton to get the redstone needed. So that is the progress we've made so far, day 7, and let's get started on the hammering. This is the first wave of dust going in. Can we get some redstone? Can we get some redstone? And no. Yeah, this is it's gonna take a while. On to the next wave. Wave number 2. Any redstone, please, please, please give me just a little bit of redstone. Nothing. Am I doing this right? Wait, hold on a second. Redstone. Oh. That's iron stiffened mesh. Oops. Okay, well, you know what? That didn't go all to waste because we did need iron, so how much did we get? 23. So that is 5. How much we need for an iron stiffened mesh? Please don't be expensive. Iron stiffened mesh. 4. We can make 1. Fantastic. That'll help something. Where's our extra sieve? We're gonna make an iron sieve. A redstone sieve. I should have another one lying around. Sieve. Sieve. There we go. Sieve. There we go. This is gonna be the iron sieve of Destiny. But I don't know. Sure, why not? Yeah, we should probably learn how can we upgrade this? Because we can, if we can hold more, that would be ideal. Cobblestone generator. What are we, rich? How much iron do we need? Blaze rods, emeralds. Yeah, none of this is happening anytime soon. Diamonds. Yeah, good luck with that. Good luck with that. We need. Okay, so we need string. Are we out of string? Oh my god, we need more freaking trees again. I can never escape the trees. Oh wait, no, we have string here. Oh, thank god. Though I will say we probably do need some more trees. So let's plant some more trees real quick. I think we can afford to passively farm the trees. As long as it's not like what we're only doing. Because this is just getting hellish. Pop this here and iron stiffened mesh. Boom! There we go. Okay, so we got an iron stiffened mesh, and let's also put this iron ingot in there. And that's day 7. Wrapping up. There we go. That's some good progress. Let's go ahead and set up for the next wave. See if we can get some redstone now. Let's go ahead and place all this awesome cobblestone down. We're going to hammer it into gravel. And then we're going to have to hammer that again into sand and then to dust and yada, yada, yada. You know the drill at this point. Okay. Get another hammer. No, we need another one. Sorry. Okay. And lastly, sand into dust. And stone tools are the worst. Okay. Can we get some redstone now? I think if we put this down, we should start getting some redstone. Maybe. Maybe. Fingers crossed. I'm holding out hope. Holding out a lot of hope. Maybe too much hope. Please. 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 And wait, there's a way to make this faster, isn't there? Compressed. Wait, hold on a second. I remember looking this up. Hold on a second. If you do compressed dust, right? If you get redstone dust, you can get it from a compressed sieve, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe? Heavy. I'm pretty sure you can. Heavy oak sieve. Okay. Let's see. We can make this. This is pretty cheap. Okay. If I break... Okay, wait, let's finish sieving this. Any redstone? No, of course not. This game sucks. If I break this and put down the... Aha! Now let's see. Do I get redstone for this? There we go. There's my redstone. Yeah, this comes out so much quicker. Oh, I forgot about this. This is a cheat code. Oh, there's another redstone. I think we need a little more. Little more redstone. That's 3. Okay. Is 3 enough? Because we need transfer nodes. Transfer nodes. Okay, one second. Let's get some more cobblestone. Because that only holds 32, so might as well keep going back for that. Also, I'm just getting sidetracked here. I need another axe. Okay, perfect. Okay, so transfer nodes come from 2 redstone, which... Hey, excuse me. Do you mind? I'm trying to automate my stuff. What is that thing? Who the heck is Gen Deathrobe? Oh, he's gonna kill me. Okay. That is it? Stay over there. Wow. Okay, so back to this, if I can. Transfer pipes. Okay, wait, I should have enough. 3 redstone's all I need. I just need stone slabs, so we can get that relatively simply. And then I think we need some sand. So if I just, I don't know, put a bunch of this stuff down, break that down, cobblestone down into gravel, break the gravel down into sand, and then smelt that. That should be the glass we need. Okay, it's shaping up to be going well. Okay, give me that. Okay, so we made slabs. So that's for the transfer pipes. Good. So then we just need glass, which we can get from smelting the sand down, I think. Yeah. Yeah. I see the vision. And then we need a chest. Okay, here's the chest. We're almost there. We're almost there. Just gonna put this stuff back down here. Don't need a blaze rod. Keep the inventory organized. Okay, glass there. Does chisel stone work? Maybe? Okay, wait. Give me... Okay, yeah, this should work now. Okay, so... Transfer... Oh, I'm clicking the wrong thing. Transfer pipes. Okay, we made those. Transfer nodes. Sweet. Okay, so now, if we get some more chests... let me stop this because we do want sand. Now if we put this here... Like that? And then... Are we getting cobblestone now? Maybe? No? What did I do wrong here? What am I missing? Let me make a pickaxe here just to make my life easier. I'm missing something. What am I missing here? Did I even need the transfer nodes? I'm pretty sure I did. Right? That and that? What am I doing here? Maybe like this? Oh, there we go. I'm a genius. Do you mind? I'm working on stuff. So rude. So unbelievably rude. Okay, wait, so that's done. Okay, so now we automated cobblestone. And it only took 7 days. That was incredibly inefficient. That was the first piece of automation done. What do I want to do next? There's other things we can automate, like automating sieves and hammers, so we don't have to do it. That would be nice, but that would also be wildly expensive. I think. I don't know. We'll figure that out. But for now, that is it for today's edition of 100 Days in SkyFactory and Automation. We've completed our first piece of automation. I think the goal is going to be one automation an episode. I think that's fair. It scales up pretty well with what we get, and seeing how much cobblestone we're getting, we obviously want to upgrade this in the next episode as soon as possible. But yeah, 7 days in, and we made great progress. First automation, and on to the bigger and better things. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and I appreciate it. Have a great rest of your days. Bye.